Hey guys, back here with episode 6 of Mountain State UTV. Limo's staying in the garage today. Today I'm going to grab some tools. We're going to go over to Brad and Molly's and try to get his axle fixed. If you watched episode 5, you'll saw that he broke his axle in the very first mud hole. So we've got a new axle, got to go pick it up. Aaron should be with us today. We'll be missing Sampson, but hopefully we can get this axle put in. So update, neither my buddy Brad or I have a jack, so looks like I'm gonna have to burglarize my brother's house while he's gone and steal his jacks and jack stands so we can do this safely. All right, I made it to Donut's house. You guys haven't met him yet, but you will very soon. So it's time to break in and steal some stuff.
Well, that was easy.
All right, got some jacks, some jack stands. What else should we take out of here? Action. Well, we're working on old B-rad's RZR here, trying to get it up in the air. Typically when you watch a how-to video, they're working on a brand new machine, never been on a trail before, and that's just not reality. So also, nothing ever goes wrong in a how-to video. So I'm really good at messing stuff up and having a lot of problems when I work on things. So B-rad's RZR has been sent pretty hard a few times, so we're going to get into it and see what problems we have, things that normal people might run into, and we'll see if we can address those. And we also have a jack that only about half works, so we'll just start right off with that. Yep, nothing's happened. So problem 1, our jack doesn't work. Luckily, old Donut has a spare for it, so we got 2 jacks. So let's try this again. There we go. All right, when you go with a what could go wrong approach, what could go wrong? At this point, we're just trying to get the machine off the ground because we have little tiny jacks. And yeah, that's what we're running into at the moment. Bingo. What could go wrong?
Use these nice custom garden stones.
Yeah, that worked just fine.
With a nice 1x8.
No problem. Update, we got the wheel off. I would like to document on video that I'm placing these lug nuts in this cup holder. That way when we go looking for them later, they should, in theory, still be there. We're gonna pull this little cotter pin out here. It should tap right out. Hopefully there's a new one with the new axle, but we'll see. And then we gotta get this castle nut off, which is probably gonna be pretty tight. But first we gotta get this caliper off, loosen some other things, and then get this castle nut off so we can get the hub off. Cut.
So what we got going on here?
We're gonna get the caliper bolts out and get this caliper pulled off. There's one here and one here. It's 15 millimeter. And once we get that off, we should be able to lift the caliper off, get it out of the way. Take this castle nut off. In theory, the hub should come off. And then we'll go from there. This is probably about 2.1 motor power to get off. No problem. A little bit of mud. Just a little bit. All right, if you have a bungee or something, we'll tie that up. So just like any job, we've got all sorts of issues stopping us from completing this here, so, or really even getting started. This is a 30 millimeter socket, and I don't have one, so looks like we're taking a trip to the old store. Update. We bought 2 sockets because Google won't give us a straight answer on this machine. Brad's here. Aaron's here. He's got tacos. Brad's got Mountain Dew, as per usual.
Action.
Action. We'll see how good our jack stand situation is here.
Good. Alright, she's solid.
Let's test it out. Safety.
Oh, she's good.
Safety. That's not supposed to do that.
No.
Yep, that's probably not going to happen. Yep, we're going to need a bar.
Like this one right here?
I got it. Go down, so I'm not pulling them up off the jack. Very good.
How much moan power does it take?
Well, I'm going to tell you here in a minute. Yeah, that was like a 9 moan power.
That's a pretty good one. She's broke loose now, boys.
Oh yeah.
Action when you're ready.
All right. Next, we got to take these pinch bolts off, little pinchies, and that way we can get the ball joints out, get the knuckle off, and that way we can get the axle out. So we need to see how much moan power this is going to take to get this off here. Oh, that was like a
1.5, 2.
maybe a 2.1. It's important to let these slip off and strip the bolt head out while you're doing this. This one should be around the same moan power / torque spec. Ow! You got something to tap on that B-rad. I'll use this hammer right here for this doubles as a hammer, so you don't really need a hammer if you got one of those.
Hammer / ratchet.
All right, moment of truth is this axle going to come out.
They made it look easy on the YouTube video.
Yep. Like I said, one of the premises of this video is that not everything goes perfect, like most how-to videos. So sometimes you got to improvise or play with
Put
it
a little
bit.
counterweight on this way so you don't pull it off the jacks.
Oh, it'll be fine, bud.
Well,
Ow!
maybe you should learn while you do that.
Try a little faster.
I'm gonna take my hoodie off.
Like the
We'll
shirt.
cut out my fupa.
Well, help if I got a problem.
It's coming out. It's just I keep continuously smashing this finger over and over again, which feels really good. It's like trying to come out. All right, I need a break.
Yeah, take a break.
All right, Aaron's taking a shot at it now. Yeah, sometimes they say it's just better if somebody else does it for you. Oh yeah. You should have hold your mouth right sometimes. You know what we didn't get? Molly, I forgot the axle because you didn't remind me. What do you have to say for yourself?
You shouldn't have to be reminded.
Oh,
This is your fault.
that would be a woman saying right there.
So at this point, everything is falling into disarray. I was so tore up over looking for the correct socket because Google wouldn't give me a straight answer that I forgot to pick up Brad's axle from the store. And now I needed a Mountain Dew, so I ripped his fridge door open and spilled his beer. Can't have nothing. We're just using Molly's laundry that she just did to clean up the beer that spilled. I can't help but think this is somehow Molly's fault as well.
Yeah,
always.
alright.
Oh well, let's go get an axle. We're riding 3 deep in the old B-rad's Ford.
We're hoping we can make it there.
I do have back seats.
So far, this job is not going as planned, but we're going to persevere. We're going to make it happen.
Maybe.
Update. We went right over there, and we got our axle. We made sure it's back here. It's back there somewhere. Now Brad needs tacos.
Action.
see how hard this is. Well, that's good. Oh,
Like a glove.
something that the how-to videos do not show you. This ball joint can't be too far in. If it's too far in, there's a little notch in there that your bolt won't go in. So instead of smashing it with a hammer and trying to make it go, you just gotta back your ball joint out just a wee bit, and then it'll slide right in, no problem. This is gonna be the one that's fun. Oh.
It went in pretty
There it
easy.
is.
All right, this is supposed to be 42 foot-pounds, which translates to about, with this wrench, like 1.1 motor power. So just make sure these are torqued to 42 pounds or 1.1 motor power. And we're gonna put a little bit of grease on these splines from the old axle, which is very new because he just bought this razor. So we don't need no new grease. Put some of this on here. And then we're ready to put the hub back on. All right. We had to get the splines lined back up when you're putting the hub on. So don't just go in there and start smashing it with a hammer. Get it lined up, and if it's not all the way on, roll it. And if it's rolling your axle, then you're on the splines. Then you can use a hammer and tap it back up on there. You should be ready. All right, we're ready to put some serious motor power in this castle nut. You know, I saw a video where they suggested that someone hold the brake. However, you can't hold the brake if the brake caliper is not attached. So we took our big old Allen here, and these particular discs have holes in them. So we ran it through the knuckle and through this little hole. So this calls for 180 pounds, which translates probably to about 7.6 motor power. So really, when you pour it to her, it's pretty stout. And it's, make sure you keep a bunch of mini hammers. Really, hammers are different sizes. You got a big hammer, mini hammer, and like a medium hammer right here. Get your stuff. All right, we got the caliper back on. Just have to get it lined up properly. Now we're putting our caliper bolts back in, and I think they go to 30 pounds, which we'll have to see again what that translates to in motor power, but we'll cross that bridge here in a minute when we come to it. That's very light. With that wrench, that's very little motor power. Maybe like 0.9. You grab them now. Little one for good measure. And we're good. What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Shut this. Prevent further damage. If you have any questions on our jack stand setup, just shoot me a message.
I also like to point out a modification that was done by B-rad himself. If you're having problems with your windshield starting to cave in by the pressure of the wind, you just run you a screw up through there. It holds it in perfect.
And it looks great.
And it's cheap.
bend it.
It's very cheap.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Very good job, Brad.
Just roll it the other brake.
It's you don't want to pour a ton of motor power of these, but like a quick burst of motor power. It gets them on there just right. So, because you want them to come off when you need them to come off. Like,
Right.
You don't want to put them on so tight that you got to use all the motor power to get them off the next time.
Give us a look.
So the summary of the day, I came to Brad's. We started taking this thing apart. The plan was to meet Aaron at Gravely, Polaris, and Dunbar to pick up an axle, which I did. I needed to pick up a castle nut on the way, of which you apparently cannot Google search what this RZR castle nut size is, because you just don't get a straight answer. So after a lot of digging, we found out it was a 27 millimeter. So there's that. And I was so tore up about finding the right socket that we left Polaris and didn't get the axle. So we had to drive all the way back to Gravely, get the axle, but we got her licked.
Got some food.
Brad got some Taco Bell.
Didn't
I
buy
spilled one of
Molly.
his beers. He didn't get Molly Taco Bell, so now she's mad.
May have to sleep
So
in
we
the
might have to
freezer
start
today.
a GoFundMe for Brad because Molly's really mad at him. So Brad's gonna try to climb up this sketchy hill. There's not really a road here. He's gonna give it a shot. You backing all the way down? Or are you trying it again? Alright, so old B-rad just climbed up this hillside, which is not a road whatsoever. Looks like somewhere they've cleared brush out for these power lines. But he made it a road. You can see Aaron way down there. Action.
Thanks for watching, guys. We got my machine working here. I promised to send it in a few more videos here coming soon, and that's all.